What is the timetable for Marco Estrada? And talk to me a little bit, if you could, about this, the injury and how he injured. Was he really doing like some kung fu stuff and some sort of exercise that? Why would he do that? He seems like a relatively bright man. Why would he do that?
Yeah. Apparently, while he was doing the actual exercise, he was asking himself that very same question.
Yeah, that would be good.
So, yeah. I think that it's some stiffness in the back, and he has thrown a bullpen. He's not on the pitching schedule so far, and that takes us through Saturday. Whether he's added to that pitching schedule at some point in the near future, I don't know, and I'm going to check up on that today. But I think, at this point, if he were to make his debut relatively soon, then at that point, you could pretty easily envision him getting 4 starts in, maybe even 5 starts in before opening day. And at that point, you're looking at basically a full workload. But if it lingers for another week or so, then you start to wonder, do the Blue Jays actually need to have 2 starters as opposed to just 1?
Yeah, that's great. Not having Marco Estrada to start the year would be just aces. What was he doing? He was doing like a plank type thing or something like that, right?
If I were more into those type of exercises myself, I could probably tell you exactly what it was. But my fitness regimen does not extend nearly that far.
Okay, neither does mine. That just I went online to look at it. It looked a little too intensive for me. It didn't look like the type of thing that I'd be into. In conversation with Ben Nicholson-Smith, Sportsnet Thoughts. Yay. So, if Marco Estrada, and I think you're right, if Marco Estrada can get on the mound by next Wednesday, we're looking at the 16th. So that gives him a start on the 21st, 25th, 29th. You might be able to squeeze him in then if he gets on the mound by next Wednesday. If in fact he can't go, what are your sources telling you about how this Blue Jays rotation may shake out?
Well, I think that Aaron Sanchez has earned a really long look. And to me, the fact that he didn't walk anyone in 3 innings of work has got to be really encouraging, because in the past, I think that he would have, even if he was throwing 96 to 98, he wouldn't have necessarily found the zone. And he found a way to locate his curveball the other day. So Sanchez is really earning himself a long look. And if the Blue Jays are looking at a couple of different options, I think Gavin Floyd has to be in that discussion, because he was able to go through 3 innings the other day, and his command was a lot sharper the second time out too. And clearly he doesn't have the same upside that Aaron Sanchez does, but Gavin Floyd is someone that you could potentially plug in for a few starts. And if he's healthy, you kind of want to ride that wave, because you don't know if he's going to last for an entire season. In fact, recent history would suggest that's pretty unlikely. So you kind of want to get what you can out of Gavin Floyd while he's healthy. Jesse Chavez, of course, in that mix. Drew Hutchison in that mix. But to me, I'd expect Hutchison to start the season at AAA, and for the Blue Jays to try to work around that if indeed they have to replace Estrada, which, that's definitely getting ahead of ourselves at this point. As far as everything the Blue Jays have said, they still expect him to be in that opening day rotation.